know, I think I'm going to pass on the... Well, alright, maybe I'll play a little bit more.
Welcome to the Nerdmasters, and this is another episode of Shit Games, where we rate shitty games. And this edition, it was my pick. It was a game that actually picked up while I was video game hunting. I got it at Value Village for like $5. It was complete in box. Genesis game. It looked like an early Genesis game. Didn't have it, so I got it. And I got home, popped it in, and boy, was I disappointed. It is terrible. You look at the cover art, it looks like it's going to be like a Conan the Barbarian sort of stuff. Golden Axe, whatever. And that's what it is. You're a guy with a sword, but slow, sluggish gameplay, giant sprites, crappy music. I seriously, I turned it off after about 5 minutes. So I asked the fellow Nerdmasters here to play it and their opinions. Ed, what do you think of Rastan Saga 2, man?
My initial thought when you mentioned it to me was that I had loved Rastan on the Sega Master System. That's really my only experience with the Rastan series at all before this. And I didn't realize that it was an arcade game, Rastan Saga 2. I thought it was just something they'd made like a sequel to Rastan for the Master System. So, when I played it for the first time, that's what I was expecting. I was expecting a sequel to the Master System version. And it had similar elements to it, just they were worse. You're kind of slow when you play Rastan on the Master System, but it's even worse when you're playing Rastan Saga 2. The music I thought on the first level was very good, but then the second level was awful. I mean, just really bad. I found myself constantly jumping to speed up, or pressing on the button harder to go faster.
And on that point, I'm looking at the gameplay right now and watching the character move, and it's got about 2 frames of animation, and it's just one of the slowest action platformers I've ever... for the Sega Genesis, I mean, come on, we've got freaking blast processing.
I don't know about you guys, but when I walk, I move my arms. It's ridiculous. It's like
that too, right?
Well, this guy, he has to hold his defensive posture, man. That's what the deal is there.
Bro, it's literally a game based in Tetris Land. Look at that. It's all blocks.
It looks like an NES game is what it looks like.
It's about as slow as Altered Beast is, but less enemies, less power-ups.
Less entertaining. Less fun to play.
Less Altered Beast. I gotta tell you something. This game... the music on the second level, there's a part where it stops, and maybe you can hear it when it's coming up.
Yeah, it's going to come up here in a second.
I thought my cartridge, it was done. I thought I took it out.
Your music end, that's almost wrong. Yeah.
I was emulating it on my Nomad, and I thought the same thing. I thought the emulation was bad.
I grew up playing Rastan for the Sega Master System, and when I saw, I actually remember wanting to buy this game when I was a kid, seeing the graphics in EGM and thinking they looked awesome, because still graphics. The game probably, looked pretty good in still graphics, in a magazine that, was in 1991 or whenever this game came out. Because, the original Rastan for the Sega was pretty friggin' awesome. The graphics and the music. I don't know what the hell happened here. I think they got lazy and just handed the reins over to the janitor at Taito to
Wolverine claws right there. Those are that's the one cool addition, but it's still shitty.
it's still one animation when he attacks.
The X-Men games on the Genesis, had way better animation.
See, this is the thing.
I remember falling down that pit right there for sure.
So did I. Watching the gameplay. It doesn't look like it's that bad. You don't appreciate it until you're playing the game.
Yeah. We're watching an expert, a guy that has played this. This is a pretty good run-through of the game.
Oh, for sure.
The game is shit. When you die, you just turn it off for good.
I'm just going to give this a giant gorilla shit. You know,
Wow.
a gorilla shitting in the jungle shit. It's shitty.
I was waiting for Ryan to pass it. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, go ahead, Ed.
I've said this to you guys before. I don't know. I'm really bad because it takes a terrible game for me to think that it's awful. And I don't know. In my mind, there were some redeeming qualities to this. Also, I have a hard time. We're picking on the Genesis version of the game. It's an almost perfect port of the arcade game. The arcade game is terrible, and the Genesis game emulates that. And for that,
So it's a port of a terrible game. Okay.
yeah, it really is. But the game itself, the arcade game, it's bad, but it's playable. I don't know. I have to go back again with the dog shit, I believe.
Port or not, this game is fucking horrendous. I don't care if it came out in the arcade. I don't care if if it has 15 different ports. This game is terribly made. It's horrendous. It's not fun to play. I would venture to say that this is a dragon shit. Now, I understand dragons aren't real.
Yeah, it's a mythical
but,
animal.
I'm trying to
But
think.
they exist in this game, as you can see right there.
Right. And even the dragons in this game would probably shit this game out. So I'm gonna go with dragon shit.
Alright, mythical creature shit for shit games. Yeah, so that's shit games for you guys. If you have a shitty game that you want us to play, if you have a recommendation, please leave a comment below or a video response. Or if you've played Rastan Saga 2, let us know what you think about that. And this is the Nerdmasters shit games. Thanks for watching, you guys. I'm Ryan right now. And that's Ed. And that's Steak Mask Gardner. See you guys later.